I'm at Cisco Live 2014 and I'm with Jennifer Koch, Business Development Manager at NetApp. Jennifer, can you tell me a little bit about FlexPod Express?
Yeah, surely. So FlexPod Express is our little family member in the FlexPod portfolio, which we added about 3/4 of a year ago to specifically address the small and medium business customers, as well as customers with distributed enterprise offices. So we could equip branch offices and remote offices who don't have a huge, wealthy IT facility at hand.
And can you tell me a little bit about how you think Schneider Electric adds value to the converged stack that you have here?
Yeah, surely. So as you can see, it's pretty condensed. So we try to simplify the converged infrastructure stack from the data center space to the small and medium space, and we try to really integrate it very tightly and virtualize. So it comes really in one data center out-of-the-box solution. But box is a good buzzword, so we started to talk really about how can we racking it up really in a nice way so that it goes into offices where eventually customers don't have IT data centers at their proposal. So that's one. So packing it up and just delivering it as a data center out of the box as it is. But there's more coming to the game, obviously, because Schneider Electric also adds the power and cooling and electricity monitoring. So that helps to be very efficient, energy efficient for those type of customers and saving costs. Also, the power supply is quite important. Typically, those customers don't have IT stuff on the ground. So if something goes wrong, the power supply unit from Schneider would keep it up for a while, so the administrator remote somewhere can react without having the system fail. Kind of the security access camera, right? So that nobody in the office next to his desk opens the data center and do something wrong. So there's a surveillance camera integrated. And last but not least, it has to be quiet, right? If it stands in an office next to a desk and somebody's working there, it's not supposed to do any sound. So it's soundproofed as soon as you close the door.
Jennifer, can you tell me how Schneider Electric have added value to the converged stack?
Yeah, sure. So while we were, with Cisco and NetApp integrating the stack for the branch offices and the small and medium customers in a very tight way, and try to bring it in a very comprehensive stack, we were missing the wrapping around, really a standardized kind of rack to be put around so it can be shipped in a fully integrated manner, because typically those customers don't have much IT stuff at their hands to actually do all this integration work. The second thing is also it needs to be office-proofed, right? So they typically don't have data centers there. So it would be standing in a proper office where people work. So it needs to be soundproofed, for example. It needs to be protected by people accessing it with having no authorization. So it has a camera in it. So as soon as you open the door, the administrator in the remote data center would detect that and can react. There's also things like, power supply, keeping the system running if things go wrong for a while, so remote IT people can react in time without losing data. And surely, obviously, the cooling and electricity monitoring. It's cool to have an efficient energy approach, so the customers need to, they have a low budget, they need to save costs. So all of that makes it a very comprehensive, simplified solution, even more simplified than the stack itself. So the combination is perfect, and once it's built, it's really just mobile, and you can send it wherever you want. And you can duplicate these things to different branch offices if you wish.
How has it been for NetApp, who are well established in the IT market? How has it been working with Schneider Electric that are more sort of involved with operations technology?
Well, you have to have a mutual customer case, and customers, specifically the small and medium ones or the enterprise ones which with distributed offices, they need these type of solutions. So the key is, I think, for a successful alliance that you have a mutual customer case to sell to. So that's a win-win for the customer, for Schneider and for us. So sometimes it's not easy to connect the worlds, but in this case it came just by nature. Because there are physics in the IT which need to be supplied, and our stack needs to be protected while moving around in these scenarios. So it's just a perfect match.